Good evening. We are continuing with our recitations of Sri Aurobindo Savitri, Book 1, the Book of Beginnings, Canto 2, the Issue. We have come up to the verse number 200 to 205. Almost they saw who lived within her light, her playmate in the sempiternal spheres, descended from its unattainable realms in her attracting advent's luminous wake, the white fire dragon bird of endless bliss, drifting with burning wings above her days. Heaven's tranquil shield guarded the mission child. A glowing orbit was her early charm, years like gold raiment of the gods that pass. Her youth sat throned in calm felicity. But joy cannot endure until the end. There is a darkness in terrestrial things that will not suffer along too glad a note. On her too closed the inescapable hand. The armed immortal bore the snare of time. One dealt with her who meets the burden great, assigner of the ordeal and the path, who chooses in this holocaust of the soul death, fall, and sorrow as the spirit's gods. The dubious Godhead, with his torch of pain, lit up the chasm of the unfinished world, and called her to fill with her vast self the abyss. Augurs stand pitiless in his calm outlook, heightening the Eternal's dreadful strategy. He measured the difficulty with a might, and dug more deep the gulf that all must cross. Assailing her divinized elements, he made her heart kin to the striving human heart, and forced her strength to its appointed road. For this she had accepted mortal breath, to wrestle with the shadows she had come, and must confront the riddle of man's birth. And life's brief struggle in dumb matter's night. Whether to bear with ignorance and death, or hew the ways of immortality, to win or lose the godlike game for man, was her soul's issue, thrown with destiny's dice. But not to submit and suffer was she born. To lead, to deliver, was a glorious part. Here was no fabric of terrestrial make, fit for a day's use by busy, careless powers, an image fluttering on the screen of fate, half animated for a passing show, or cast away on the ocean of desire, flung to the eddies in a ruthless sport, and tossed along the gulfs of circumstance, a creature born to bend beneath the yoke, a chattel and a plaything of time's lords, or one more pawn who comes destined to be pushed. One slow move forward on a measureless board in the chess play of the earth's soul with doom. Such is the human figure drawn by time. A conscious frame was here, a self-born force. In this enigma of the dusk of God, this slow and strange, uneasy compromise of limiting nature with a limitless soul, where all must move between an ordered chance and an uncaring blind necessity. Too high the fire spiritual dare not blaze. If once it met the intense original flame, an answering touch might shatter all measures made, and earth sink down with the weight of the infinite. A goal is this immense material world. Across each road stands armed as stone-eyed law. At every gate the huge dense sentinels pace. A great tribunal of the ignorance, an inquisition of the priests of night. In judgment sit on the adventurous soul, and the dual tables of the karmic norm restrain the titan in us and the god. Pain with its lash, joy with its silver bride. Guard the wheels circling immobility. A bond is put on the high climbing mind, a seal on the too large wide open heart. Death stays the journeying discoverer life. Thus is the throne of the inconscient safe, while the tardy coilings of the aeons pass, and the animal browses in the sacred fence, and the gold hawk can cross the skies no more. But one stood up and lit the limitless flame. Thank you.